Hey budgeties, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, my name is Mo. I'm 28, working on my financial freedom journey. And if you're returning, hey friend. So this is the video that I loathe, darling. It's not really the video that I loathe, it's more so the process, because going over your transactions is tedious. It helps if you do it every week, okay? Don't be like me. However, I haven't done it at all for the month of April. So me and my husband, we sat down, we talked about our numbers, we wrote the numbers down, and here I am to do them for the transactions. Now hear me out. The numbers are absurd, but it's not just regular spending in these numbers, it's also wedding stuff. So it's gonna be a lot of hoopla and doodah. So we're gonna go ahead into our brand new little binder. This is where we're doing all our budgeting stuff. I still need to get me some dividers, but what we're gonna do is on the back of each paycheck budget, bam, transactions. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the first paycheck budget and the second paycheck budget, okay? Because I know it probably needs 3, but we're gonna start at 1 and 2, okay? Now we're gonna take our favorite handy dandy pen. This is our Pilot Precise V5 rolling ball in the color black. I'm gonna put this over to the side and we're gonna get into it, because it ain't nothing to it but to do it. Okay. So these printables are available on paperbymo.com. I'm trying to do printables in a planner, not in a planner. I'm trying to do printables in a binder as opposed to doing a planner, just because I usually have a lot of loose leaf stuff and then shoving them in a planner that already is bounded. It just doesn't work for me. I feel like this might be better, but you know me, I changed my mind. So we'll see. Okay, so the first transactions I'm gonna write are from my husband's card. So, pero like, here we are. Okay, so let's start off at the top of April. We're starting off with April 1st. Hopefully this doesn't take as long as I think it's gonna take, but it's gonna take a minute, because like I said, this is all we've done. Now, my husband and I went to Carrabba's. Does Carrabba's start with a C or a K? I don't know. But anyways, it was like a little date night situation. We ended up spending $74.46. I'm gonna put a C. Carrabba's. Safe to say I didn't like it. It was my first time going and it was my last. You know, no shade, no tea to y'all, but you know, just wasn't my jam. So also, on April 1st, this was for his and hers, aka the wedding. My husband he purchased some shoes at K&G. That is $65.51. K&G, I don't know what it stands for. I like to call it Keith and Gerald, because why did they name it K&G and didn't give us like what it stands for? But you know, whatever. Another one for April 1st for my husband is Sam's Club. And this is from my husband's sinking funds, because whatever. And he spent $10. I don't know what it was for. It's not my business. He had the money. And then April 2nd, again, this is for my husband. So I keep saying this for my husband because I'm going to go down his list, which is quite small, and then we're going to go down my list, which is quite long. Okay. Then he has CVS Pharmacy on here. My only issue about putting CVS Pharmacy on here is that we get paid back for everything we spend, so I'm not going to include that. I'm just going to put April 3rd. We're just going to move on. So by this time, we're in the state of Georgia. How do you know? How do I know? Because it says Zaxby's. We don't have Zaxby's down here in Louisiana, New Orleans. So that was $15.85. I put all of this on his and hers. Like everything that went with the trip, we put on his and hers. And then another one on April 3rd, went to Kroger for gas. Okay. His and hers. And that ended up being $10.60. He wasn't with me with the Kroger gas. However, he spent it while we were in Georgia. So I feel like that's where we had our wedding. So yeah. Okay, next thing he has, I'm struggling. I'm not gonna lie. But I am reading his writing. D and K. I don't even know what that is. It says suit something. D and K suit. Okay. We're also putting down on his and hers because it's wedding affiliated, 43.19. So if you saw my closeout video for the first quarter or even for March, you saw that we put a lot of money towards his and hers savings account. That's because we knew we were going to swipe our credit cards. And so that's what we're using to pay ourselves back. So we do have money to pay ourselves back. However, we just needed to, just get it together. Because honestly, although it's the end of April, the wedding's been over, we haven't really had a time to just sit and breathe because we literally came back in town. That's a 4. I'm struggling. We literally came back in town late Monday night and then started working on a Tuesday. We didn't go on a honeymoon. We haven't really had a and breathe type of thing. So, Also, when it comes to Hobby Lobby, we spent a lot of money at Hobby Lobby. Especially if they have a lot of good sales. We purchased all of our flour from there. They look really good for them to be fake. It was cheaper than a florist, so things we do. So Walmart, another his and hers. He had to do runs like my parents actually was just putting the man to work. So that's $34.54. This one is $45.39. Okay, now we're on to April 12th, and he has a Walgreens purchase. I don't know what that's for. Oh, I do know what this is for. See, I don't feel like we should put this because this is for medicine, but we got the money back. But you know what? That's okay. We're just gonna put it because I already wrote it. You're like, how'd you get the money back? We have a not a health savings account, but a flexible spending account. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, that was $65.51. Then we're April 12th. I think we were back by then. Yeah, because it says Rouse's, and we only have a Rouse's down here. This is, I'm assuming food. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put $40.76. It gotta be food. Porque? Because that's what else are we going to Rouse's for? Okay, and then he also on April 12th went and got some gas. And he got that a place called Discount Zone. See, like, why not just go to Sam's? I don't know, you guys. I just don't know. Okay. And then from there, on April 16th, he went to Sam's Club. I don't know why. And then you're like, girl, you don't need to know. But here's the thing. I'm just talking because of the category. So he went to Sam's Club and he spent $27.36. So that's that. Now I'm gonna switch over to my list, changing my notes and getting her going. Okay. So this is for like my credit card, my debit card. I don't spend a lot on my credit card. It's just the truth of the matter. I'm sorry, I'm on my debit card. I'm in cyber. I don't believe in swiping your debit card unless you're at the ATM, the actual ATM for the company, that you were banking with. So anyways, we have a bill. This comes out of my credit card. This is for our YMCA. Yes, it costs $71.10. My friend said, I didn't even know that YMCA costs a lot. And that's with a little discount, okay? YMCA costs a lot of money. Okay, but we're back into the April 1st of it all, so we're gonna get back to this trip. So this right here is Sam's gas, back to his and hers, because this is for the road trip. It costs $26.90. We try our hardest. At least I try my hardest to go to Sam's Club, guys, because, like, why not? It's cheaper. So this is Buc-ee's. I don't even know how you spell Buc-ee's, but I know it's in Alabama, so when we drive through Alabama, and it's cheap, affordable gas. Y'all heard that? That's $26.75. And it's crazy because at the wedding, my mom gave a little speech, and she's just like, oh, they have so much in common. One thing is they're both cheap. And everybody laughed and was like, And I'm like, you know what? You're not wrong. Here's the thing. Do you want to call it cheap? Maybe. But is it affordability? Yes, it is. Okay, and speaking of, because now I'm about to rant for real. Okay, this is Smoothie King. Do y'all see this? This says the words Smoothie and King, and it cost $22.35. Now, I'm about to rant about being cheap or being, especially as with my family and now on my budgeting journey, and not just by myself, but with my husband. So every time I go back home, it's like, what are you gonna go buy us to eat? You know, what are you gonna get us? What about this? What about that? And as you're gonna see, it's a lot of stuff on food that I spend on my family, like not my husband and myself, but like my birth family. So when we go back to Georgia, which is where we're from, we go back and stay with our parents, like our prospective parent household, which is down the street from each other. But every time I go back, I spend a lot of money, and I'm not complaining per se, but as I was going over this, I'm like, none of this needed to happen. But every time I go back, it's like there's nothing in the refrigerator. People are expecting me. What are you gonna spend on? You got it. Ooh, I hate that term. You got it. Those 3 words. Ooh, just makes my butt cheek itch. Okay. I mean, I know it sounds crazy when I say it, but I feel like when I'm on a journey, or when people are on a journey, and maybe if your family members don't agree, or this is why I don't share Paper by Mo with everybody, because the issue becomes, are they going to be a part of it, or are they going to see it like, ooh, she's showing how much money she got? Oh yeah, and you don't got to pay student loans. A lot of people in my family do not see student loans as like a necessity, like to pay it off. And a lot of people in general see that. I get a lot of comments all the time. And I get that. That's your choice. But when it comes to me and mine, we trying to pay this off. Okay? So, I said all that. But anyways, let me get back to talking about these specific categories. Okay, so Walmart food, like went out to eat food, I'm paying for it. I feel like Walmart probably his and hers. Actually, all this is his and hers. I feel crappy that we put our his and her money aside and it's literally paying for people to eat, but like be lifing. What else? So nails, y'all. When I say I would never be getting these things done again, not just this, but other nails. Okay, so let's talk about the nails. So I'm gonna put feet. Okay, and we're gonna put his and hers because that's what it is. Now, $120. No, my feet did not cost me $120. My feet cost $60. My aunt's feet cost another $60, which is why I paid $120. I feel like sometimes when people end up making a little bit more money, they're seen as, you know, just they're seen in their family like, oh, you made it and we did everything so you could make it, which I don't know. I have my feelings about that. So you owe us, right? You owe us. Now, I'm not saying my aunt asked me to do this, but I know it was expected, so I did it. It's just the truth of the matter, and probably why I don't think I want to live near too close to family. I think they would run me in the hole when it comes to money, when it comes to energy. Again, love them, but I love them from afar. Okay, so you're like, why did you go to McDonald's? I needed coffee, okay? And they had no good coffee machine, maker, nothing. So that's what that $317 was for. This is us going out to eat again and me paying. So that cost $36.25. And then April 5th, we had our reception. And so when it came to the wedding, right, we didn't have a lot of people. I had 2 bridesmaids, he had 2 groomsmen. Well, I had a bridesmaid and a maid of honor, he had a groomsman and a best man. And we just ended up spending so much money, y'all. We had help from my parents, but aside from that, it just came out to a lot. So I ended up paying for the food to be, well, half of the food to be at the reception, and it ended up being $116.08, and then my dad paid for the other half. It was actually offered by another family member who promised that they would do it. They did not. It is what it is. It's the life we live. So that was April 5th. I'm trying to keep up. Okay, another April 5th was, we went to Dunkin'. Okay, and this was for coffee and stuff and breakfast, I guess. So that's his and hers as well. Okay, so when it comes to Dunkin', it ended up being $25.10. This was for breakfast and coffee and whatever the case. Now we're getting into even bigger expenses. So for the wedding, we paid for a shuttle service to take people from the hotel to the venue. That cost $550. $50. I'm really trying to make a whole wedding video, but I guess this is kind of coming into it a little bit because a lot of this is wedding stuff. And then also on April 6th, and it's not on April 6th, it's just probably when everything hit. We went to Publix. Well, I went to Publix and purchased our cakes. Yes, I got cake because cake making and stuff is freaking expensive. So for the Publix cake, this is the sheet cake. It ended up costing $200.94. Okay. Then from there, we're gonna go to April 7th. We got rooms for my husband and myself. So he got a room by himself the first night. I had a room by myself the first night, and then the second night we had a room together. However, I'll explain that in another video. I don't even want to get into it. So when it came to the hotels at the courtyard and the rooms, this is also coming out of his and hers. This ended up costing $557.88. $557.88. Okay, so then we had to give the DJ his last little bit of money. And I say a little bit, but to me it wasn't a little bit. So that ended up costing us $475. $475. April 8th, I think we're back on the road again. If this actually happened when we say it happens. This is gas. Okay. And for gas, we paid $28.13. And then April 8th again, more gas. And then to fill up again, we had $26.86. My car is pretty good on gas. Not mad at that at all. Then when we get back, we have no groceries, but we literally have to go to work the next morning. So we get Chipotle, and that's what we did for lunch when we come back. Okay, so that's April 9th. And how much did this cost? $30.85, because I think my husband got like steak, which Chipotle is not a cheap place, but you're gonna see it again on here, so how can I complain when I am buying their stuff? Okay, so that was April 9th, Chipotle. Okay, so also now we're back, right? I'm trying to walk you through it. Now we're back in where we live. We're back in New Orleans. Then you gotta give gift cards, which I haven't even finished doing. I say gift cards, but like just a thank you cards or whatever. So we needed the cards, but then I also did gift cards, and you're like, why would you do that? So here's the thing about it. This was a gift though. Okay, real quick. This was a gift for one of my bridesmaids. I had two. One was gifted in another way, and then this person is being gifted by some stuff being sent off to her. So we also were trying to give our thank you cards or whatever, but that also included gift cards in it. And you're like, why? Well, because we had no vendors at our wedding. We had family and friends, really just family, come and help us set up, come and help us cook. We gave them money, don't get me wrong. They didn't buy the ingredients themselves. The money was given. My dad gave people money so they can buy the ingredients to cook, like the mac and cheese, the meat, the chicken, stuff like that, right? But people did help us set up. People help us clean up even the day after the wedding, okay? The wedding was on a Saturday. The Sunday, we had family members come to the venue with us again and help us clean, as did my husband and myself also cleaned. So we were just like, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have been able to have this event turn out the way it did. So we're giving, a thank you. And it's not a lot, but it's like $25 gift cards, but it's quite a few people. So that adds up. So you'll see that. And then we also did get some gift cards, so we're giving some of those away as well. Okay, so now on 11th, again, we're at couples therapy. This cost us $243. And you know what I realized? I did not budget that $243. So when it comes to closing one of these budgets, I'm gonna have to incorporate that $243 and move around money. This is why you gotta look at your transactions. Okay, so then we also have April 12th. So like we've been here for 7 years and 55 days, guys. Jeez Louise. So now we're like, okay, let's go buy us some food. Let's go grocery shopping. We've been here a couple days and we're hungry. Mommy, Daddy, we're hungry. Okay, So this cost $40.04. And although it was the same day, this has to be in the morning because I just don't understand. Like, why would you go to Smoothie King and the grocery store on the same day? It had to be in the morning. I'm just letting you guys know. But I had a little coupon, so that was $5.45 on April 12th. And then on April 13th, my husband said, you know what, love you, but your grocery shopping sucked. You really didn't get enough. So we're going back to Sam's Club. He didn't say it like that, but that's just how I interpret it. That's how I interpret it. So this came out to $74.28. Also, this included our paper towels. So I was gonna just divvy it up because that's $20 in there, but it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. We just got so much going on. Who got time for all of that? Now, I did end up getting my hair done, and I know you're like, girl, what's hair done? So you had to pay a $20 deposit. The rest of it ended up being in cash, and I had some cash left over from the wedding or from going to Georgia because we took out cash. You're like, why would you get your hair done even though you just had your hair done for your wedding? That was a hot mess, but you know what? Maybe I'll just talk about that in the wedding video. Okay, so then we ended up getting some crap from Five Below. I had actually never been to Five Below in Louisiana. So I've done it in Georgia. I've done it in South Carolina. I've done it in Florida. I've done it in other states. But I hadn't done it here. So there was that. Okay, we also on April 13th went to the Dollar Tree. Needed to get some cleaning stuff or whatnot. Was this the cleaning shopping haul that I did? It is, because it was $24.14. Yeah, I get a lot of cleaning crap from the dollar store. It's affordable. Why not? Okay. April 13th again, we went to Aldi's. That's another food shopping. That's $26.90. Was it really? Yep. And then, because we're already tired, we just said, let's make ourselves even more tired. Let's do more. We went to the French Quarter Fest. French QTR Festival, okay? So we spent a total of $39.04 out there in them French Quarter streets. Okay, we're almost done, y'all. I got maybe, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna fill this up, but we got more. Okay, so then now it's the 15th, and I'm like, okay, let's go to Amazon, okay, and give another gift. And this is again from his and hers. And then this is gonna cost us $21.83. Okay. Then on April 15th, I'm also like, oh my gosh, I just got all the pictures from the photographer. Now we gotta get a picture album. Picture album. Okay, this was expensive, not gonna lie. Never bought a picture album before. So this ended up costing, well, I did one time. And this from Walmart. This ended up costing $62.19. But it has our names on it. It has a picture. It has a quote. It was so cute. I guess. Memories. Blah. So then, also, April 15th, clearly I was in the mood of giving and spending money. I go to Walmart, me personally. And this is for his and hers. These are for the gift cards. Okay, so I ended up spending $85.32. Y'all, I'm exhausted. I'm just exhausted. That's why I really didn't want to do this. I just didn't want to do it. Okay, so then on April 18th, now we have the internet. Finally, just a regular degular bill. You know, just a part of our regular program. So that ended up being $51.50. Wow. Okay, back to spending more money. In regards to this freaking wedding, so April 20th, go to CVS to get pictures printed. First of all, nobody told me how expensive getting pictures printed actually costs. But second of all, CVS had a little deal, okay? They had a little deal, okay? But still a lot of money because as you can see, ended up spending $61.25. Now this was for, I think, 490 pictures to be printed. So it was a deal, I guess, because traditionally I think CVS has like 30 cents per picture. Walmart has 14 cents per picture. But then CVS had a deal, said if you print at least 75 pictures, you can get them printed for 12 cents. So yeah, I want my 2 cents, which is why I went to CVS. All right, moving onward and upward. We're at CVS. What date is that? April 20th. Okay, we're back on April 20th again, because it's just like when I'm spending money, I like to spend them in clunks, apparently. Okay, so I went to Sam's Club. I don't know what for. It was $15.48, but they need to just employ me at this point. Like, just pay me. Or, you know what, let me just work for you for a little bit so I can get stuff for free. You don't even gotta pay me in my money. Pay me in merchandise. Okay, so I ended up going to Big Lots. We needed like, what did we need? It was like coming back home. We just needed so much. It was just like an empty house of blah, okay? We needed batteries. Nobody told me how much batteries cost. Usually my husband gets the batteries and he gets them from work. Hey, if you're like that stealing, you're not wrong, okay? Hold on. Big Lots was $15.48. Okay, see, I'm struggling out here. Big Lots was $15.48. Sam's Club was $41.86. Okay, so Sam's Club was $41.86. I hate this. I do. All right, now we're at Aldi again, and we're like, we gotta eat because we're hungry. ALDI. Food. Go shopping once again. I love a good Aldi shopping because it's never like too bad. So this cost $36. $36.66. I hate these mats. I do. Okay, and then we went to, again, I don't really know if the dates are real or not, because you know they come out when they want to come out. Because why would I go to Walmart and Aldi in 2 different days? I don't know. It's just not in me. Okay, so this ended up being $6.55. And then also went to Dollar Tree. I knew I was gonna be done with this page. I counted it as food and probably was a little schnizack. Gotta be honest with you. It ended up being $2.73. Let me get another. Are we having fun, guys? It's just so stressful, but it's necessary, like, to see where all the money is going. Mine as well. But this should be it for me. And then this last week of April, I shouldn't be spending too much to be taking up a whole freaking new sheet. You know what I'm saying? So that's the 21st. That's Dollar Tree. Now we're back at Sam's. I'm telling you, they should just go ahead and pay me in food. So it's April 22nd. We are at Sam's Club. Why? I don't know, guys. Let me see. It ended up being $16.35. $16.35. My hand hurts from writing. Then we're on April 24th. We're at Walmart. I feel like that Sam's Club should be food. Mine as well. Okay. Oh no, you know what? This was the allergy medication. I had to, not medication, but it was allergies. Listen, go to Sam's Club, get you your allergy pills, bundle it on up. It's a great buy. I pinky promise you, okay? Pinky promise you. Okay, April 24th, went to Walmart, and that cost $25.06. $25.06. Okay. And then on April 25th, APR 25. Okay, I went to America's Best. This was like a sporadic decision. I don't know. I saw the eyeglass store and I said, you know what? I haven't been in a long freaking time. It had been so long, you guys. I went in there and the lady was like, so in our records it says that you haven't been here in some years, but she's like, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume you have been to a different company. I said, no ma'am. She goes, well, so you're telling me you haven't gone to the eye doctor since 2018? I said, you are correct. 2018, just a little too long, ma'am. But it was funny because it's like, it was 2018, my plan was to go in 2020, and then, you know, Miss Coviana happened. So, no, I'm not going. And then, to make it even worse, y'all, okay, so this was on a different card of mine, which is why I start over again. To make it even worse, she goes along and lets me know, oh my God, your eyes have gotten a little bit better. Your astigmatism isn't as bad. She's like, you know, your eyes, it's not even like a strong prescription for real. Like, you're actually doing pretty good in life. Why would you think that I'm gonna come back sooner and keep coming? She was like, we prefer yearly. Why would I come back yearly? Okay, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 6 years, and you're telling me, without coming to the eye doctor, and then you're telling me that my eyes have gotten better? Mama, I put all the 11. That's delusional. That's April 11. Okay, yeah, so no, not coming back. I mean, I'll come back, but give me at least 3 years at the very bare minimum, because as you can see, Bookie, my eyes have gotten better. So that is just not convincing. All I'm trying to say, y'all, it ain't convincing. Whew. My hands are tired. This is it. Woo, woo, woo. This is what we got. My God. It's a lot. And a part of me is like, I shouldn't highlight some things because, you know, his and hers, food. And the other part of me is like, don't do it. But I'm going to do it because I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl now. But I am only just a girl. I'm just a girl. So don't expect too much. Okay, we have more highlighters. And also, I just want to put out there, because I've gotten quite a few people let me know, like, oh my gosh, you're so animated. You're so freaking funny. And I love that for y'all. Okay, but what you don't know is this is me coping. Okay, this is me talking to myself in real life, just talking myself through the stress, because sometimes budgeting is stressful. People be like, oh, it's just my piece. What piece of this is your piece? Let me know, because I don't know that. I don't know that part. You know, I'm just saying. So we're gonna highlight in this hot pink, love it here, for his and hers. I know. It's just a whole lot. And really, Karaba's gotta be fun money, but it's like 2 fun monies in one. My hand hurt because, first of all, I write hard and I write a lot. You know, don't be like me. Don't be like me. Okay, so again, his and hers, because this is for the trip. We're going on a trip, man. I'm being on a rocket ship. So we're just including like what was on the trip and actual wedding expenses, because if we didn't have a wedding, we wouldn't have took the trip. You get my logic? Y'all get it. Okay, so we're just going down the list. The trip includes for sure the gas. Like, nails. Hold on. You know what? I missed something. I know I missed something. Didn't I miss something? Because you know what I don't see on here? Friends. Let me take a look. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, let me look at it. You know what I forgot? And while I was complaining, and it made me think about it, because I was complaining about the feet, and how I pay for 2 people. But you know what I also pay for? I also pay for my fingernails to be done. Okay, let's just get into that. And how these nails cost so much money. And look, okay, I mean, statistically, I'm doing okay because I'm only missing 1 out of the 10. But financially, I don't like that. Let me tell you about this crazy number. Let me find the number again. I lost it. Did you lose it? I did. Okay. It is $96. I know. Clutch your pearls, okay? Jesus Christ. It's just like, and then for it to be like this, I could have just been regular me, trying to be special, trying to be cute. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime day, you know. God forbid anything ever happens, but I wouldn't be getting married again. At least not like a wedding. Not like this. It's exhausting. Okay. And mind you, we were already married. Okay. His and hers. But I'm sure a lot of family members had fun. I guess that's good. I'm not too close to a lot of family members. It's a lot of using going on. Even the ones I'm close to kind of do a lot of using. So You're not gonna hear me saying, oh, it's for the family, it's for the family. Okay, if you have ever seen Soul Food, what did she say? The family effed my husband. Oh my gosh, that was an iconic movie. But no, if you let them, some, depending, not all, some people are born into just amazing, blessed be families. And I'm not saying mine is horrible, but I don't know, you guys. Some stuff is just like, I just can't get jiggy with it. Like, people will just use and abuse. A lot of people came to the wedding without a gift. So they came and they ate on our dime. And it's not just the food. It's the fact that, like, my mom literally decorated, put so much time and effort in there, you know? So it's like, oh, we're related, but... And I'm not asking for a gift. It's like, oh, don't give me money. Even though we did ask for only money. It's just more so like a card. I don't know. Like the dollar store, they're not even $1.25, okay? The cards are literally $100, $1. $1. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I was just like, ooh. So I should be okay just because you're here. It's just like the sentiment, the idea behind it. I don't know. So we're just putting his and hers here. But if I complain, I sound ungrateful, which is like, I should be grateful that you showed up and you ate the food and you drank all the alcohol to an open bar. I mean, I don't know, guys. Listen. Don't get me started, okay? Don't get me started. Okay, so this is food. That's what we're gonna do. So groceries, food, blase is what we're gonna do in orange. And like I said, we lost our minds because we was just spending a lot of money. But this is why we didn't give a lot to our student loans. But listen, we're back at it, okay? We was down. Now we're up. We're up, okay? So let's do this one. I'm not even going to add these up just quite yet because I know we got to go grocery shopping again. Just got paid. Even though it's Friday night. Okay. And see, I was Delulu. Because I wrote all the 11, not April 11th. Yeah, and you lost your mind. And the eye doctor thing, sporadic. So now I got to go find some money to pay my credit card back for that. I know. Listen, if anybody knows, I know. Okay, that's food. And then we're going to do yellow and we're going to do bills. I don't know. I just like doing it sideways. So we're gonna say bills. And really we should account for our rent too, but I'll put that in later. So April 1st. Listen, the YMCA, they said the first of the month we're getting our money. We don't care who you are. Pay us. Okay, another bill. So now this month when it comes to internet, we was without internet for Saturday, Sunday, Monday for 3 days. So I want them to take off a little. I don't care if it's $1. Hell, it could be 50 cents. You need to take off something because 3 days is crazy. I'm just saying. I paid for a service. I didn't get the service for some days. It should be taken off. It should be. Now see how I said gas and then I wrote it over here and I'm trying to figure out, like, is this his and hers? But see, no, so this was my husband, so I don't know. It's a lot going on here, guys. Don't be like me, waiting till the last minute. That's really the problem here. The problem is that I wait till the last minute. I probably could recall a little better if I did it, you know, while it was happening. But also, who's really going to be out here writing down their transactions while they're preparing for a wedding? I was already stressed to the gods, okay? She was stressed. So, everything happens for a reason. Not mad, just gotta do a little better. So this is the first, this is the second, and then this is the commission. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. We're gonna put this back in our binder. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys just took a lesson. One, if you're gonna go to Sam's Club a lot, try to get a job from them, you know, and maybe they'll pay you in food, like a little part-time, like a little 5-hour-a-week job. That's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2, stop swiping the card. Hide the cards. Lesson number 3, when you do your transactions, let's do it weekly. And I feel like I'm gonna keep learning this lesson until I actually, it's gonna keep happening until I actually learn the lesson. But you know what? You guys are here to see it all. So that's a great feeling for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was bizarre, but here we are. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye.